Hey everybody, how are you today? Thanks for watching, and if you're watching the replay, don't forget to comment and let us know what you're working on, or if you're crafting while we're live tonight. And I'm from the blog I Restore Stuff. My name is Sharon Hankins. If I haven't met you yet, welcome to one of our live DIYs here on the Essential Stencil page. Now I'm just going to check on my laptop because I can't see my phone today. That's what we're recording on. Facebook's lost the ability to flip the camera, so if I'm looking down here, that's what I'm looking at, your comments. All right. Let's see who's here. Brenda's here. Hello. Oh, Brenda said you can barely hear me. Oh, that's going to be annoying. I'm so sorry. I'll have to talk really loud. And it's looking a little dark here. I'll just ask Siri to turn our lights on. Siri, turn on dining room light. There we go. Magic. It could be that the microphone is on the front of the camera or something like that. All right, I'll just try and talk a little bit louder. So we're going to be doing some fun projects today using the brand new, you haven't got it yet, you haven't seen it yet, actually you probably have seen it this week, sneak peek for the Mother's Day stencil bundle. So we've got a collection of Mother's Day stencils and I'm excited about that. Who's excited? Who's seen them already? See, sorry, just trying to get organised with our comments here. We'll be off and running in a second. There we go. Happy Wednesday, Kimberly. Hi, Cheryl. Rhonda's here. Janice is here. Bobby's here. We're ready to go. Let's just go through some of the Mother's Day stencils in the new bundle that's dropping on Saturday. So that's when and it'll be ready to ship, I believe. That's our important dates that I was sent to remember. April 5th is the launch day, site-wide and on the Essential Stencil mobile app, so if you order there. Don't forget, any of those, you can use my code I Restore Stuff and get an extra 10% off the already discounted bundles. So that's that. We also have something else I wanted to share with you today too about some transfers, the spring transfers have been restocked. And so I will show you which ones have been restocked in just a second. Let's go through the Mother's Day stencils really quickly. We've got, because you may have seen some of the other ambassadors live this week on these already, we've got the Mother's Day mini tags, very cute for Mother's Day, best mum ever, mum and happy Mother's Day. They'd be great for creating gift tags, even little wooden tags, or adding them to your signs with other transfers and stencils. We've got a beautiful sentimental set of 3, The Earth Laughs in Flowers. Never forget how much you are loved, and where flowers bloom, so does hope. So beautiful, really beautiful. That could be not just for Mother's Day, that could be for other things as well. So we've got my cup of tea, which again, you could use not just on Mother's Day, but a gift for a friend who might like cups of tea, all sorts of things, but they're really cute designs. There's 3 in that set there. There are these gorgeous vintage flourish corners, and they are great for all sorts of things. In the example here, they've used some large letters to show you how you could use the letters and then border your letters with the flourishes. So they are beautiful. We've got the customizable potted flower. You've got either a pot or a vase to put your flowers in. So isn't that adorable? So you can mix and match those, choose whatever you'd like for your base. So that's a great idea there. So that's a 5-piece set. These are all together in a bundle for Mother's Day launch of stencils. And so the bundle is a discounted price, and there's 12 different sets in this for $129.12. So you save 20%. 12 new, did I say 12? 12 new Mother's Day sets. That's just not just stencils, that's sets of stencils. This one is a single in a set. Mum, you are our world. Very cute. You may not have given me the gift of life, but life has given me the gift of you for a bonus mum. Isn't that beautiful? That could even be mother-in-law. I can no longer see you with my eyes, but I will feel you in my heart forever. So this is a memorial stencil set of 2. And then sometimes I just look up, smile and say, I know that was you. So those will be Great. And then there's this gorgeous lace. I'm going to use this today. I think that's been used a fair bit already by some of the ambassadors. And it does come with some bonus, oh, it's a 3-pack, bonus lace patterns on the back here. Let me just see if I can, instead of taking them out, I'll show you. There's a flourish corner, and then there's a smaller lace pattern, which will be great for small signs, just a bit more of that tiny fiddly lace. Absolutely beautiful. Makes great stunning backgrounds. Now these ones I've taken out of the packet, so that gives you a clue what I'm going to be using today. Mother's Day. Who loves a good craft sign? I don't think I've seen craft signs like this from Essential Stencil yet. Hello, yes, Marie says. Yes, Sherry says, I like the look up and smile. Okay, this one says, maker of pretty things. We've got my craft room is calling and I must go. So this one's a set of 4. Let me find the other 2. Live, love, craft. And welcome to my craft room. So that I'll use this welcome to my craft room one today. I'll put that on the top. And then this set of 3 vintage hobbies. Set of 3, we've got a gorgeous vintage sewing machine and some vintage artist brushes. They don't have to be vintage, but they do look kind of vintage, I think. In a jar, and then a wheelbarrow, an old wheelbarrow filled with flowers. So that is so much fun. Last one to show you, and now these always sell out super quickly. So I want to show you these words. Words, whenever the Essential Stencil comes with a set of words like this, 20 words. You can see them all in the link right there in the description of the live, and I think there should be a pinned post. I'm not sure if it's there just yet. So we've got so many words here. Mum, Happy Mother's Day, 20 different words. I won't show you them all. Mum, my first friend. How cute is that? And then there's a whole bunch of beautiful descriptive words for mums, like loving, caring, giving, selfless, gentle, kind, encouraging, forever in my heart. That's a cute one. A mother's love. That'd be beautiful on a sign. Bonus mum. Mother. That sounds like a delivery. Yeah. Grandma, and there's a few names for grandma too, which is lovely. And then we've got dog mum and cat mum. So there you go. Some fun words in those sets. So today I'm going to be showing you, oh, let me just tell you really quickly about there's a whole bundle that's now available. They've just released and just gotten some more in, restocked, big restock on these transfers. I'm going to show you which ones. So they're all in this transfer bundle. You can get the bundle for a limited time until stocks last, I believe. One of the ones they've restocked is the gorgeous bicycle. That one. There's Easter Blessings, which are these cute designs. They have restocked the He Is Risen set. Now some of these I've cut up, but this is the ones, you can see that there. And the cute bunnies that are so huge, they come with a set of 2. I've already used one of them. They were really popular. And then the vintage floral bunnies, these cute colours. That's all in a big bundle. And I've got the link there for in the description of the live as well for all these sets. And then the tulips, the timeless tulips, beautiful spring transfers. So that comes as a bundle. Don't forget you can also use my code and get a further 10% off the bundle price. All right, so we're going to move it down here now. I'm going to open up the lace because that's one of the things I want to be working on today, is getting lace on a board. Now I've pre-painted a couple of sign boards. I'll use the large one today. So remember there's a couple of bonus ones in the back there. Use the large lace. Organise my craft space a little. And I've got 2 boards. Not sure of the size of this one. It's about, so these are, what are they, 12 by 16, I believe. So it's probably 11-inch board by you know, half of the lace thing, which is 8, around about that. So that's one of the boards I want to work on today. Now I've just pre-painted this already with Fusion Mineral Paints Raw Silk. It's this lovely off-white colour. I've used that a couple of times recently. And then I'm going to create a lace pattern on it and then layer some words over the top of that. The second board I want to use is, I've already pre-painted this one in, and it's a longer board. Again, it's probably 16 inches long, correct? And then about, I'm basing everything on the size of a stencil, and about half of that, so what's that, 12, 6, I'd say it's probably 7 inches across. That's my measuring stick now, is our stencils. This one's been painted in Fusion's Homestead Blue. I just thought I'd pre-paint them, saves me a bit of time. These two were actually signs that I'd stenciled years ago, and I just hadn't sold them or hadn't used them, so I thought just sand them back a little bit, and then I've painted them. Now Homestead Blue has really good coverage, so I've just given that one coat of paint and it's covered really well. The Raw Silk, I did 2 coats. Usually for whites they do take a few extra coats, but this one's not such a bright white, and so therefore it's just got a little bit of extra, the bright whites need extra coats, the Raw Silk has a bit of extra coverage. Okay, so I'll point the camera down and hope that we've got it in the right spot. I can kind of see. We're good. Okay, so we've got our lace here. Now the way I want to do the sign is this way. So I'll do my lace that way. Oh, I love this. Now the lace is going to be a background. It's not going to be a main feature of the board. So we'll do it whichever way it works. Maybe we can just put that right in the center, this floral bit. Now, remember when you're doing your lace that the lace is actually going to be your background color. So wherever so imagine this is white crocheted lace. That's going to be the color that you want. So you want your lace, the white, to be overlaid by, but you sort of do things in reverse a little bit. I'm going to create a beautiful pink, and I was trying to decide between this rosewater or this peony color. 2 beautiful pinks there. This one's just slightly darker and duskier. This one's a lighter color. Any thoughts there? Let us know in the comments what you like out of those 2 pinks. It's not as noticeable on the camera as in real life. Oh, and of course I didn't pre-open my pots, so excuse the noise. I've got to hit that loudly on the bench, flat down, and it'll help to open up your pots. You like rosewater? Kimberly likes the lighter one. Rosewater's pretty. It will be pretty and delicate, I think. Yeah, the lighter pink, maybe if I do the lighter pink, the words would stand out a lot better. I haven't decided on the colour for the words yet. I've got a few in mind, but I do want it to be a contrasting colour. Let's go with this peony. Lovely, pretty pink, pastel pink. Grab a stencil brush. Oh, we're going with pink. Let's grab a pink brush. These ones were, they usually come with blue, but this was a special that they did for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Okay, I've got a 3/4 inch brush here, and I've got my offloading cardboard. We all know the drill. We dip the paintbrush, the stencil brush, in the paint, and then I'm just going to wipe off excess because we really don't need all that much. Or I could wipe off the excess on the cardboard here. Then I'm offloading it, plus working it into the bristles, and I'm just going to go super quickly all over the surface because I've got a dry brush. We call that a dry brush when you've pretty much dried it off on the surface. And I'm going to go around the edges. Oh, I feel like I can hardly see that, but I think it's going to work out, oops, nicely for our subtle lace look. We can always go over it with that darker pink, you know, if we had too much or not enough, we can add some more. But if you have too much, you can't really take it away. Let's have a little peek. Oh, I think it's going to look nice. It's actually raised a little bit. It looks like I've got too much on the brush, but we'll see. And again, that stencil pack comes with the smaller lace and a nice corner lace edging. The stencils are really nice, thick mylar, so they give you many years use out of them. The large stencil is called Fleur de Lace Pattern, and you'll see it on the link that I've got for you in the description of our live. I'm not sure if it's in a pinned comment yet, but also it's not out until Saturday, okay? So this is a part of the Mother's Day bundle that's just launching on Saturday. You will be able to buy them as single stencils, as single sets, I mean. However, the bundle gets you an extra, I don't know what percentage it is off. It should say here. You save 20% if you buy it as a bundle. Plus, if you use my code I Restore Stuff, then you'll save an extra 10% on that. So it's almost 30%, I think. Yes, Sherry, I agree. It would make a beautiful raised project. Correct. It would be lovely. And so we're just sort of doing a big swirl, and because it's really tricky to see, yeah, it's kind of tricky to see through here which parts I've done and which I haven't, because that pink is so nice and pale. But it'll be a subtle effect in the background of our sign. A little bit more. An elegant ad. Yes, Shirley's asking, I wonder how hard it is to clean that stencil because of all the delicate parts. I think this one will be fine. I don't see any parts sticking up. So sometimes when you have little sunflowers that have the little pieces that might jut up, or letters that might have ends on them, this one seems to have very few of those pointed sections, and so I think it should be fine. This may be too subtle. I will let you guys judge when I'm finished, and if it's too subtle, we'll go over it with our darker pink. I feel like I'm adding more and more and more, but again, like I said, it's really hard to see, isn't it, on against the white background. Anyone crafting tonight? Oh yes, Rhonda's talking about the cleaning. Soak the stencil in some awesome cleaner and rinse it really well so you'd avoid brushing over it. Yeah, that's a good idea. What I usually do is I get the awesome spray and I'll just sit it in the sink, spray the piece just lightly, just needs a light spritz over it, and then leave it for a couple of minutes, and then I rinse it off, and mostly the paint all just comes away pretty well. When you do use Fusion mineral paint, it does adhere. Fusion is a great paint for painting furniture and so on, and it does adhere really well. And so I have found that sometimes it really adheres well to the stencils. So sometimes you just need a little bit of a, like one of those green scrubby scourers, and it comes off fairly gently still. Okay, let's have a look, see where we're at. Pop this in a plastic bag in case we need to go over that with anything else. And let's have a look at our lace. Oh, it's very subtle. Can you even see that? I can see some little edges on there. Let me hold it up a bit closer for you. It is very subtle. Should we go over it with a darker colour? I don't know. Oh, making sure I get it in the light. It's very subtle. It might be good for now. I think we'll just leave it as that, because otherwise you'll have to sit here and watch me stencil that all over again. It's a nice subtle look. It would look better with the darker pink though. Shelley says, reminds me of my grandma's lace tablecloth. You heard Olive? Oh, yes. I can't even see. No, I can't even see where to put it, but you get the idea. I think it'll be great. It'll be great for a background. Correct. I think so too. It's darker in some areas. All right, let's go ahead and we'll add some words to it. Now I did have a couple of options for words. Maybe I could, yeah. We've got a greenish, dark green color. I didn't want to do black. So let me show you what we're going to do for the words. I'm going to use some of these. So I'm going to put here mum, and then we're going to add some of the words. So say loving, and just kind of pop them everywhere around. Gentle, selfless, kind, encouraging. And then we could put at the bottom this one, forever in my heart. What do you think? Be a big Mother's Day word cloud sort of thing. Let's have a look. We'll add, I think, instead of maybe the brown, maybe we use this greenish color instead of black, or we could use the blue, and that would match it in with this other board, not that they're going to be together. Oh, I've just put some pink on my blue board. That's all right, we can touch that up in a minute. Let's do some blue. Homestead blue. I'm going to grab a brush. Again, rubbing the, I'm not sure if you can see that, offloading that onto the offloading pad. We'll put mum at the top. Just want to make sure I get that in the center. I think it's not quite center. Well, the other thing we'll need to do is make sure I get, and I'll probably use one of these. You could use some tape if you like, a little bit of painter's tape. That would hold it down to your place. Or, let's use one. Or add some cardboard, because what's going to happen is your brush will want to get over the other side. So when I do this end, I'll use it here. I'll show you. Just want to be careful not to go on the outside of the stencil lines. Need a little bit more on the brush. There we go. You can be super careful and not get it on the pink, but if you're worried about going over the edge, add a bit of painter's tape or use a cardboard to protect the surface. So there we go, there's our first one. And then encouraging is quite a big word, so we'll put that in the center, and I think the other ones should flow around it. Maybe I'll do this one at the bottom first, and that'll give us an idea where the others can go. Tricky. See if I've got enough on my brush for this one. I'm just going to be super careful about not getting it over the edge. Oh, I don't know if I can. There we go. Some letters are closer to the edge than others. This is a colour called Homestead Blue by Fusion Mineral Paint. I do have a link for the Fusion paint if you want my affiliate link there, and you can use that same code I Restore Stuff and get 10% off on your Fusion paints. Maggie says like a puzzle. Yeah, it's got that kind of a look to it. Anyone else like jigsaw puzzles? I love them. I don't have time to do them, but I love them. It's always a holiday favourite activity. Let me know in the comments what anyone else is working on right now. Are you working on your crafting right now? Oh, Shelley said you realise this screen is the correct way. You're getting used to swinging everything backwards on Facebook Lives. I know. Yeah, I had to, in order to get it to do this though, Facebook hasn't fixed the problem. I had to turn my phone around and point it towards me instead of looking, so I can't see my phone. It's pointing the other way. So I do have my laptop beside me where I can pull up the Facebook Live. It's a little bit delayed though, so sometimes I'm trying to look for your comments and it's delayed to what I'm actually seeing in real time. Okay, I think I've got all the little bits there. Oh boy, it's sticking. Not sticking, but my nails are finding it hard to get under. There we go, forever in my heart. Now you can use the detail brushes that we call them, the little detail brushes, to fill in any of the spaces or the bridges where the stencils have to join together. Oh gosh, I know. Put some tape on and that'll move it around. There we go. I want to put this encouraging sort of in the center, and then add to it around the outsides. So it's around about in the middle of the board. That's very close to the edge there, as is this other one. Oh my goodness. Okay. The letter G is very close to the edge of that. Hi Patsy, thanks for saying hello. Thanks for sharing our live too, everybody. Maggie says, are they restocked yet? Are you talking about, I did show the transfers that have been restocked earlier. So there's a whole bunch of spring transfers and Easter transfers that have been restocked. If you missed that, I was sharing, there's 6 different transfer sets, including the bicycle, the vintage eggs and bunnies, the large bunnies, there's the He Is Risen set of transfers, and the tulips, that's another set. So there's 6 different sets they've restocked, and they've created a bundle out of it. So if you do want to save, you'll save by getting the bundle and also by using my code I Restore Stuff. You could do different colours of these words, I suppose, too, couldn't you? Change it up a little bit. What's she telling us? Olive? All these little words I'll have to clean afterwards. Kind. I've got to make sure I'm doing this upside down, so I've got to make sure I've got my words all correct. What other colours would you choose? The mini stencil brushes, yes, they were out of stock and probably will be for a little while. Let's see if I can... I was going to pick some other colours, but then I think I'm going to get it messed up. Oh, Patsy's working on one of the farmhouse kitchen stencils. Amazing. I love the lace pattern too. It is a shame it is not very visible on this. I should have used the darker pink. Never mind. This is why we practice with you, so you can learn from us. Loving, selfless, word cloud. I'll just add that card stock so I can just really go over the ends there. Make it there we go. So you can get in the edges when you get over the edge, when you put this card on there. Another one, gentle. You could add some flowers to this. You could add some of the julep transfers maybe on the edges. Pretty it up a bit. Could even go over some of the areas of the lace where I can't see it working. Oops. Didn't offload enough, a little bit too much on the brush. You can sometimes tell, can't you, when you've got too much on your brush and you're like, ah, oops, put too much on. Hopefully we haven't got too much bleeding on the side of this. Not too bad. I do have a little bit of paint right there, but we can touch that up in the end. Where's my other words? A mother's love. What's this one? Bonus mum. Mother. Grandma. Caring. There we go. Kind and caring. Also we've got wise. Let's put wise. That's a bit shorter and it fits nicely there. And I might move this one in a bit. Everyone sounds excited for the lace pattern. Well, when it launches on Saturday, if you're not getting the bundle and you're just getting the lace pattern, get in quick. Sounds like it's going to be a popular one. And these words, they always go quick. Especially with those 2 bonus sets on the other side of the lace. That's going to be really valuable. You can do so much with those. All right, I think we're done with that colour. Put that in a bag. Let me just see what I can do to just add a bit of something. You know, where I've done this lace, did all that work, nothing to show for it. Wrong colour. Sometimes you just pick the wrong colour. Oh, okay. Now there's some little flecks of paint. When you're brushing and swirling sometimes, let's see how that looks. Still can't see, and we think we need another little. Is there a small word? Maybe caring could fit in here. I think we just need to fill up that spot. Just a touch more. Fill in that gap. Come around here and then I can just go really hard on that edge. Okay. Yeah, even in person. Now someone just mentioned, I'm sure you can see the lace pattern better in person. No, I can't. It's really, really light. So light. So what I'm going to do, and I really think that even no matter where I put the lace pattern now, I think it'll still show up if I do it in a, like you won't see the one that I did previously. I'm just going to grab it and quickly see. So they've got some little flecks there I'll have to fix up in a minute. Little flecks of paint. I have a roundabout here, but even then, like seriously, I can hardly see where I've put it. Olive. I should be able to see where the edges, where I've gone to on the edges there. It's tricky. Now I'm not going to go over all the words, but I think I'll use this darker rose watercolour instead of the peony. And let's see if I can I'll use the same brush. We'll just see if we can just fix it up a tad. See, that's a lot darker, that pink. So I'll just go in places where the words are not. Hopefully that works. Trying to see where I was, but I don't know if I've moved it around. Oh, that goes there. Yes, I think I've got it in the right spot. Almost. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that is so hard to see, you guys. Pick a colour that's really contrasting next time. But I didn't want it too contrasting because we've got the words there and we want them to stand out as well. So let me just see if this rose watercolour makes a difference. And I'll just go around these edges and kind of sort of add a bit more depth to the colour. And it doesn't matter if we get little bits and not other bits. Should we have a peek? Have a little look, see how it's turning out. Oh wow, you guys, that's looking a lot better. But I'm just going to have to sort of do it around the words and we'll deal with that. Definitely should have done it in this rose watercolour. That's what it's called, Rose Water by Fusion Mineral Paint. It is a lovely pink. And I'll just sort of go around the words. And if I had done it earlier, probably would have been better. Before you do the words, if you're changing your mind. Because I'm live, I thought no one wants to sit through me doing that all over again. But here we are. It's okay. You guys are so patient. Thanks for hanging in with me. Don't forget to stay tuned to the end till we give away 3 lucky winners, $20 gift card for Essential Stencil. So that's worth hanging around for, as well as getting all the tips from your ambassadors here. And if there was a way to kind of make this subtle blending, that'd be good, but I'm not sure. I could just accidentally go over the words. We don't want to do that. Let's see if that's a bit better. Oh well, it's a little bit more lacy, isn't it? You can see the words better now. Yeah, it looks like the words are in clouds. Oh yeah, that's great. That'll work. All right, let's go on with our next sign. And so many beautiful words to choose from. You can imagine mixing and matching those up with other things. Okay, so I've got this other board over here. We'll set our words aside. And our brush, probably finished with. Oh, this is that blue. Now I did notice on my board here, I have a little bit of pink flicked onto the end of it. So I'll just have to go over that. And remember, I used this colour for the words. So there we go. I've just touched up my board. It's a bit of fluff that won't come off. Brush it off. Okay, so I'm going to use this one, and it's going to be, I want to make a craft room sign. So here's one for you. I wonder how many people will use these stencils for their own craft room or gifting someone else a craft room stencil. Put that in the water. Now, I thought this might be a fun colour to contrast with today. Let's see. It's chestnut mare. It's like a terracotta, but it goes nicely with the blue, I thought. And then we can use white. So I've got these 3 Vintage Hobbies stencils. So there's the vintage sewing machine. We might use that one. And then there's the artist brushes for painting, and a wheelbarrow and flowers. So that's in that 3 set. This is all on the Mother's Day bundle. We're having a sneak peek this week, and you will see it live on the site and in the app, in the Essential Stencils app, ready for sale on Saturday, April the 5th. Usually their sales go from midnight, so look out for that. Welcome to my craft room. What about that one? We've got, I'll show you the different ones in this set if you missed it before. We've got Maker of Pretty Things. We've got Live, Love, Craft. And then we've got My Craft Room is Calling Me and I Must Go. So they are also fun. I'm sure that that will be a popular set too. Now I've got a little bit of space here either end. We could even use one of those bonus lace patterns in the back here to add a bit of edge to it, or you could add transfer, something like that. So remember the lace pattern, it comes with 3 inside. So there's that big lace that I used, and then there's these 2 bonus laces, and one is just a smaller version of the large one, and this one is like a flourish to add onto the end. We do have a bit going on in the picture, and we've got pictures here, so you may not need to do anything there, or you could even, you know, do a little bit of something there and something over here, just coming in from the sides. I don't know, what would you do? Or even just a bit of lace on the edge and then repeat it over here. I wonder if it's a repeating pattern. I didn't look at that. Yes, I think it is. So this one is a repeating pattern, so we could finish it off there and start over there. Or the other thing we could do is start on this end and just do it. You could almost do a little bit of a, oh, sorry, you're not seeing me. Hang on, I'll move this down. There we go. The edge here, we could just do a bit of a subtle, if I had a scalloped edge stencil, that would be cool. Like I could put that underneath. The other thing you can do with this is add a bit of lace to underneath the sewing machine. So we could do that as well. Now, in thinking about doing that, I think I would put a white layer down first. And we'll see how that goes. So let's see, we will grab a couple of pieces of tape, tape that down. Yes, the darker pink was rosewater, the lighter one was peony. Both beautiful pink colours, but if you're looking for a better contrast, that would be the one. Okay, so I'm going to use that raw silk colour, I think, because it covers pretty well. And I'll fill in the sewing machine first, and then we'll go over that with a bit of lace. Let's see, another brush. And because this has some larger areas to fill, I'm using, we don't have to offload it all. Get those centre areas where it's a bigger area to fill. Oh, let's leave it. I think she can smell her treats up there on the bench. Okay. Now this, remember, is going to be just a bit of a background for our lace that's going to go over the top of our sewing machine. Could also do these in a lot of different other colours. The background is called Homestead Blue. Now this one has a long line, stencil line, so you've just got to be careful to go, same with here. Be careful that the brush doesn't push it off sideways. Either do some really like pounce and swirl moves or go across sideways along with the line so that it doesn't wriggle it side to side. Oh, we've got a bit here on the edge I want to get really well. Got any questions about stenciling, let me know. If you're new to stenciling, please let us know in the comments, and if you have any questions you need answering, just let me know in there. Some people saying brings back memories of grandma. Are you talking about a sewing machine? I love these old sewing machines, they're so cute. Probably lots of our grandmas had these. Okay, so there is the sewing machine with the raw silk in the background. Then we're going to add some lace, and we'll do it in the chestnut mare colour that I thought we'd choose. I might actually put a white background on this as well. I feel like that's a good move. Just making it up as we go. I've got that sewing machine slightly crooked, never mind. Okay, we'll come back to that. Let's start with this craft room. I think I want to put, even though I want to put this colour on, I might use it in smaller areas. We'll do it mainly white over here. Oops, lost my card. Board. Welcome to my craft room. Anyone else have a dedicated craft room? I don't anymore, since we downsized our home. We do have a spare room, and it probably does have a lot of my craft things in it. But this is my craft desk, this dining room table. This is where we're at. That way it makes me clear it up, right? Yeah, these are great stencils. I was really thinking when they sent out the Mother's Day collection for us to have a sneak peek, I thought, wow, I think a lot of these are really, are pretty original sayings and things that I haven't seen from Essential Stencil before, as far as Mother's Day stencils go. So I love it. And I think that you know, not just Mother's Day. I think these would make great gifts for Christmas, for mums, or even just crafty people. They don't have to be mums. And a crafty friend. Make them a welcome to my craft room sign. If any of you sell signs at markets or in antique booths or anything like that. Kimberly says, my craft room is also the spare bedroom and my work at home office. Yes, I'm sure they all have multiple purposes. Some people have a craft cupboard. Maybe you've got one of your linen cupboards filled with crafts. Okay, so I've done that. Now I think we'll wait for that to dry and we'll go over that in some of that area in this chestnut mare colour. I'd like to see how this turns out actually using the lace idea. This also, the raw silk colour, the white, may need a second coat. It looks fairly faint because it's on such a dark background. It could need that second coat. This didn't open. I've only splashed it once. Had a big spill. So we've got our small lace pattern here. I'm going to slide that underneath the sewing machine. So this is great idea for any stencil that have large spaces in them. So it doesn't matter if I don't get near the flowers. We can use other colours also to add to the flowers. So I want to try and get down there as much as I can near the sewing machine base. I'm actually just trying not to get the flowers. And so we put the lace down here, and then see how I've just left that tape on that edge there, and then we're going to put that back down exactly where the stencil was. So now we've got lace underneath, and we're going to add our colour now. We'll add this colour here. Let's see, another brush. Chestnut mare this is, a lovely terracotta, and I think it really goes well with that homestead blue colour. Running out of space on my board. I do have another. So I've got a big blob here, we just wipe that off. And now, I just want to hit the areas of the sewing machine where the actual sewing machine is. So I'm trying to avoid this little thread. I could get the thread, couldn't I? Maybe we'll just go for the base of the sewing machine and the rest can be white. So we'll just do lace. A lace sewing machine. Making things fancy. This will stand out really nicely on the white, I think. So again, with the lace, you sort of flip it upside down in your mind, and you've got the white is going to be the actual lace because that's the blanked out area, and the terracotta colour will be the base colour of the sewing machine. Just doing some wriggles and swirls. Leaving the thread alone, and we'll get this big part where the flowers come down. Wriggle, wriggle, wriggle. I'll leave the flowers alone. We might try and do the flowers a different colour once we've taken the lace off. Let's see who's ready for the big reveal. This is such a fun process. I've done this a few times with other various patterns. You can do it with, you know, your checkers or gingham patterns, all sorts of patterns, putting under a larger stencil. And there we go. So see how we've got the beautiful lace pattern on the sewing machine now. How fun is that? And now, oh, so cute. I love it. Now we can think about what color we want, other things. Like we could leave the thread white. We could add some color to the flowers. Maybe I could even just use this color. I didn't bring any others with me. Actually, let's just do, maybe we'll do some pink there. I feel like I want to change this heart, so make these little, and again, I could use that same little piece of cardstock that I used earlier. It does add a great design, I love it. And so keep that in mind when you see patterns with Essential Stencil, keep that in mind that you can use patterns underneath other larger projects. Okay, I'm going to do this heart really close. It's really close to the other letters. So I'll put the board here to protect it, or you can use your painter's tape to protect that area. So just flip that around, and again, you can go really close if you've got that board there to protect the edges. So this one, I thought the white was a little bit too light. So I'll take this off and just have a look. Oh, it actually stands out pretty well. I don't think I'll worry about a second coat. I was going to give it a second coat just to give it a bit more depth, but we'll continue with a few little areas like the paintbrush, the pin cushion. We've got the stitches around and the heart. So I'll do these in this terracotta color as well. Put this around this side, and then we can make sure we get right to the edge of the stencil. Okay. There we go. And then if you wanted to, you could add a bit of lace to the top. If we think we need a little bit more, you could add some of this lace to the top here. That's all right. I was going to show you what it might look like with just adding a bit of lace to the top edge, and we'll repeat the pattern over this side. So you know what I mean by a repeating pattern? That means that if we stop the pattern here, when I put it down here, it's going to join up that exact pattern on that edge. So we could do it that way, or we could do it the other. I think it might be easier this way. So line up that to the edge. We've got, and then I'm going to do the pattern so it sort of finishes about there, but it's just going to fade out. So it'll just be a little bit of a fade idea. I should do that white, shouldn't I? I was just picking up the wrong color. Do that terracotta color. But yeah, it's going to be back to front lace if I do the white. I should have a white area first and then go over the top of it. Let's do that. Okay, so to do that, we'll try it. We're just trying something. We'll try it with the top and then I can do the bottom later. Okay, so I've got my offloading cardstock here, cardboard, which may or not be a straight edge. But that's okay. I was going to make it blurry anyway. We're just going to go all over the top here. Who thinks they understand what I'm doing? Who's totally lost? What is she doing now? Yeah. So we're just making a background for our lace. And I'm just going to do some... It's going to be a bit of a fuzzy finish. You know what I mean? Like a faded look. I'm trying to go down, but it's not working. Okay, so that's that. Then we'll add the lace on top. Could do the same to the bottom. I'll do that in a minute. Then we can add this lace again. Just quickly hit that with the hairdryer. Yeah, the colours really do go well together, don't they? I know someone just said I never would have paired those together, but yeah, they do pair well. So that's Homestead Blue and Chestnut Mare. All right, so we're adding this, and again, I'm going to just tape that down on that one side. We'll use the terracotta colour, of which I still had some on this cardboard. So I'll just blend that into my brush, and we're coming over to this end, making sure you can still see that. And we're just going to only take it to where I've got the white. Add a little bit more to my brush. I love this little white, little lace. It's tiny one, but very cute. Be great for smaller projects and for little pieces like this that I did on there earlier. Okay, so now that we've got that to here, I'll let you see. So there's our lace up to here, and so we're going to use that exact section and bring it over here, and it should join up to exactly where this left off. Oh, does it? I thought it did. There it is. Every time I think I see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I think I've got it. It does join up, folks. I might have just got it slightly in the wrong place. Okay, now going over that with my colour again. And then we've got to pick some winners for tonight's live. Almost finished here. So if you are a lucky winner, you'll receive a $20 gift card from Essential Stencil. And you'll just have to email them, let them know that you were a winner on Sharon's live tonight. Yes, I did get it right. Look, you can't even see the join, can you? So the join was about here. Tell me how good that was, if I do say so myself. I fluked it. Okay, so that's a lovely little pattern at the end that you can do. I think I might do another one at the bottom here, but we'll finish our live for tonight because you've got the idea, you've learnt some things. And if you are in the Stencil of the Month Club, I'll post it over on the Stencil of the Month Club group. I'll also post a picture of it, finished picture, on my I Restore Stuff page. If you want to look for me, you just add an @ symbol at any social media, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube. I've got lots of YouTube tutorials at I Restore Stuff. Also use my code I Restore Stuff and you can save 10% on any of the bundles that we talked about tonight. I'm just going to pop this up so I can say bye. Hopefully I'm in the shot. And so that's what we worked on tonight. This one and the Mother's Day word cloud. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Let me see if I can see winners on tonight's live yet. Congratulations on the winners. Oh, we don't know who they are, so we're looking. I can only look on here. I can't see my phone tonight, so let me know if you see the winners tonight, and if not, I'm sure they'll be picked very shortly. Thank you, Gina. And if you do have any questions, let me know. Oh, Nora says, how much would you sell that board for, Sharon? Oh, Nora, that's a tricky question because it really depends on the area, doesn't it? But I would sort of take into account the amount of time that you took to do the sign, if you're selling signs. Also, take into account the cost of materials. So you've got your board. Your boards may have cost you a bit. These were just scrap boards. For me, they were like, you know, cents. But some of the costs of the materials would be your paint and your stencils and your brushes and all of those things, which you use those things over many uses. So, but you just should still always add a little bit. So I don't know. That you could, and depending on the area and also the boutique or wherever you're going to sell them, or at the market. All right, I don't know if we're going to come up with some winners tonight for tonight's live, so I'll just leave it there and we will say bye until next week. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're a winner tonight, don't forget to email Essential Stencil, let them know you were a winner on Sharon's live tonight. So I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye. Got to walk around here and turn it off. So see ya.